Okay, so one of the big things that we learn about in 3rd grade is rounding and estimating. And so we have this cool visual that they're going to put into their notebooks, and we have a little rhyme to help them know whether to round up or down. And so we say if it's 4 or less, you're going to round down. We say let it rest, 4 or less, let it rest, so it stays the same. 5 or more, change the score. They're going to actually change the number to make it go up. So we have a video we always show, and we kind of introduce it with this graphic. We also have them put it on this little number mountain, which actually, if you were to take that and stretch it out, would be a number line. So I'm going to show you how we do it here and then how we teach the kids to draw it themselves. And so for this example, we're rounding to the nearest 10. And so let's say our number was 57. The first thing the kids are going to have to know is what 2 numbers is it in between, which can sound pretty easy to us, but I see sometimes a lot of the times the kids will say it's between 50 and 7, and they're kind of getting confused. And so we say, okay, well, remember when we learned expanded form, that would be 50 plus 7. What's the beginning number? The beginning number is 50. Okay, and if I'm counting by 10, what comes after 50? After 50 comes 60. And so now we know our answer choices here. It's either going to go down to 50 or up to 60. And so that's when we look next door at the ones digit. So we have them kind of box or circle the 5, draw our arrow to the 7. The 7 is our boss. It's going to tell us what to do. Are we rounding up or down? So if we look back at our graphic, 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, change the score, round up. So we can see here we have a 7. 7 tells us to round up. So we're going to round up to the 60. And in the middle up here, our number would be, of course, 55. So we have to talk a lot about what's halfway between 0 and 10 would be 5. So the number at the top would always be 55. We can even go so far as to have them kind of plot it right here. That'd be 57. So we kind of take this and turn it into this. So my number is 57. Circle the 5, draw the arrow to the 7. That's in between 50 and 60. And we have them draw a number line. Number lines are really important in 3rd. In the middle would be 55. Where would 57 fit? It would fit right here. And then it's a very good visual. Oh yeah, I can see 57 is a lot closer to 60. So 57 rounds up to 60. So we would say 57 is about 60. It's closer to 60. Seems easy, but it takes a lot of practice for our kids. Another thing they're going to need to know how to do is if it's a number like this and they're rounding to the nearest 10. 178 to the nearest 10. Still going to do it the same exact way. Circle the tens digit, draw your arrow to the 7, except this time you have this 100 over here that you're not really messing with because you're only worried about the tens. So we have them put it in expanded form, 100 plus 70 plus 8, but I'm only worried about the 78. 78 would be in between 70 and 80, but don't forget to go back and add your 100. So that's actually in between 170 and 180. The 8 is my boss, and it tells me to round up. It's about 180.